Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope things are going well for you. We've had a great week this week, and we appreciate all that you've done for our students as they've started to settle in just about through the month of September. I appreciate your work with progress reports and all that comes with that this week. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit. I'm playing with a new app, trying to do something a little bit different for the Friday focus this week. So we're excited about that. You'll see here we've got our Twitter feed, and just a reminder for you, if you're doing anything in the classroom that you have a chance to take a picture of and send to us, we'll be happy to put that out there on the Twitter feed. Got lots of great information, great things that are going on there. Our local artist that came in and met with Miss Cook's class, some volleyball pictures. So feel free to send that on to myself or Mrs. Fancher if you have anything that you'd like to share. We're going to continue that theme that we started last year, trying to share our successes and the great things that we're doing here at Riverside Middle School with our community, with our parents. So if you're not on Twitter, feel free to get on there, retweet some of the stuff so that the folks that you come into contact as well can see that. One of the exciting things that happened this week, we had Putt-Putt for Parkinson's disease, a water cooler classic, what we hope will be the first annual water cooler classic. We were able to raise $220 to help combat Parkinson's disease in the media center. We had 3 teams going against each other in there. The winning team, Mr. Huff and Mrs. Underwood, will take a couple of the other ringers, Mr. Raymond and I believe Mrs. Roper, down to the Hyatt next week or in a couple weeks, and they'll compete and represent Riverside Middle School in the finals competition down there. So we're excited about that. We had a great time. As you can see here, my putting skills are less than stellar, so the admin team came up just short in our competition there. But again, it was a great time, and we raised a lot of money, so we were excited about that. Kudos to Mrs. Cook and her brother for putting that event on. And that's we're excited about the success that they're having there. So several things we'd like to talk to you about. We've just ramped up our observations this last week. Lots of great classroom instruction going on, and I really appreciate that. We're seeing a lot of teachers up and moving around the room, giving engaging instruction, really moving away from sit and get lecture style instruction to getting the students involved. A lot of project-based learning, a lot of collaboration going on between students. So we're really excited about what we're seeing as we transition to Common Core state standards for all areas as we transition to literacy across the content. It's really just been exciting for us as an administrative team to watch and see what's going on. We appreciate all that you've done with map testing. I know that disrupts things quite a bit, your daily schedule, but we do appreciate your flexibility, your willingness to let us get in the computer lab and to get that done. So as of the end of the day today, we had 1 student that was missing a test. So that's a phenomenal job by Mr. Huff and Mrs. Snowball, all of our math and ELA teachers to get that set up and to get it running. We're considering maybe some tweaks to that schedule, so we're open to some input on that. If you feel like you have a way that we could do that would be less of a disruption to our instructional time, we certainly would encourage you to talk with your team leaders and department heads and share those ideas with them. Again, we're looking kind of for solutions to that problem as opposed to just the problem, but you share your solution or your potential solution with them, and they'll bring it to the leadership team, and we'll take a look at kind of any and all options there, try to vet that out. Things were a little different this time. That was a Common Core type test, so we certainly want to make sure that we get that up and running. It just was a little bit different. So I want to please make sure you continue with the routine communication pieces with parents. If you had a student who was failing at progress report time, I'd encourage you to touch base with that parent if you haven't done so already, and make sure that you have made contact with them so there are no surprises. We shouldn't get to 7-8 weeks in and that parent finds out that their student's failing for the 9 weeks. So please make sure that you do that sometime pretty soon here. Benchmark testing is coming up. Make sure you start preparing. Start those discussions in your professional development planning times. Start those discussions, keep them moving around authentic